agents? It's Tristan and Nick Baldwin. I guess that would be Tristan Baldwin and Nick, but that wasn't it. It's Tristan and Nick with Lab Coat Agents. And this time we've got Brian Allan. Brian, I had your wrong name, dude. I thought it was Brian Kennedy. I apologize. It's Brian Allan from MyOutDesk. You're the Chief Revenue Officer. Is that what it is?
That's right. That's right.
I love it. I love it. And today we're going to talk about Facebook, all about Facebook. I wanted to talk about crushing it on Facebook, and Nick wanted to kind of name it half-assing it on Facebook. I thought both titles were good, Nick. What do you think?
I want to call it doing okay with Facebook.
I'm going to change the title right now.
How about crushing it or be crushed by Facebook?
I like that.
That's a good one.
I like that better. All right, Brian. So take it away, buddy.
Okay. Well, I wanted to give, and thanks, guys. It's great to be with you today, and it's good to see you. I just wanted to give you a little background. I started, actually, today is my anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
At MyOutDesk. I've been here 90 days.
Oh, your anniversary at MyOutDesk. Oh.
Yeah.
I was going to say, it's the wedding anniversary. That's so awesome.
Wait, Brian, you passed the 90-day trial.
I did. I'm still here.
Oh, that's awesome.
My pass card away or anything. Yeah. So my role is Chief Revenue Officer. I'm responsible for growing the company. You know, we have virtual assistants that we provide to the real estate professionals, and they come in really three flavors. One is a kind of prospecting SDR or ISA type of to help you with doing your prospecting and doing outbound appointment setting. The second is to support you from a marketing standpoint. And the third is administrative transactional support.
Got it.
Now, I came from a company called Marketo in San Mateo, where I ran strategic consumer industries there. And Marketo is the top rated marketing automation platform in the world right now by analysts. But spent a lot of time at Marketo working with customers who implementing strategies in a variety of social media platforms, mostly Facebook though, because we were focused on consumer industry. So I had worked with a wide variety of customers there. Really learned a ton about best practices while I was there and worked with some really great people. So I wanted to kick things off and kind of challenge the audience a little bit because one of the things that I really believe in is lifelong learning, and that if you want to be great, you just need to adapt and learn new things. And one of the aspects of marketing automation and best practices in marketing is learning about how marketing automation is rapidly changing. One of the things I learned at Marketo was the pace that things change. And as I said, how you could really leverage those advancements in marketing automation or get left behind. So I wanted to introduce a few and the other thing is best practices. You know, in being at MyOutDesk and seeing how our customers are really changing their team structures, their organizational processes using virtual professionals is just really inspiring. And I wanted to perhaps share some of that with you today. But the number one thing that I see that I'd like to share with the audience is the changing buyer's journey. You know, 5 years ago, people might pick up the phone and start calling around to look for a listing agent for their property, where today, 80% of the decision is self-directed. They learn about, they're shortlisted their listing agent just by doing research on the internet, talking to friends, social media. Mm-hmm. And for you to be successful as a company, you really need to get smart about digital technologies, especially Facebook, because of the reach of Facebook today.
All right, so Brian, I have a question then in regards to why why we should start with Facebook. Why would we focus on Facebook primarily?
Well, number one, the reach, and number two, just in the short time I've been away from Marketo, Facebook has really matured into an incredible ad platform. Much of what we provided at Marketo in terms of real-time personalization, the aspect of JavaScript code to do retargeting and tracking, all of that stuff Facebook has now built into the ad platform. So it's a very mature platform, as well as great demographics targeting income, location, age. Those things are you're able to do it very effectively with the wide variety of ad formats where Facebook is just recently, well, end of last year, introduced dynamic ads for real estate, for example, that allow you to build really compelling ad strategies on Facebook that support your specific target audiences. So Facebook's really important, but it's also important from another perspective. If you want to really focus on building your network and building your referral network, it's an ideal platform to promote your brand in your community. And I've actually got some, I'll share that a little bit later about how some of our customers have been successful in just driving their business from a traditional lead source to a referral-based business. I've got a customer in Tacoma. Her name is Terrell Chauffeur.
Okay.
Is just you may know her. She's super dynamic lady, very creative lady. But she has she's got about 10 salespeople now, very successful. But she's driving about more than 70% of her business is coming in through referrals, and she uses Facebook as the hub or the engine to build that referral network and drive value out.
What's her name? Sorry?
Terrell.
How do you spell it?
Toril.
Terrell, and what's her last name?
Chauffeur. Schopfer. I'm probably destroying the pronunciation.
No, I see it. Actually, yeah, we do know her. Oh, cool. Yeah, I know who she is. So can you explain to me what she does on Facebook to get all these referrals? Because
she's got it nailed. She's got the playbook. In fact, our CEO, and you know him, Daniel Ramsey, is connected with her. We just interviewed her. We're going to do an ebook white paper on referral marketing based on her best practices. And there's another guy that you probably know here too, Michael Mayer, who's the kind of the guru of referral marketing, the 7 levels of communication.
Yeah.
Michael is Terrell's coach. So much of
nice.
Her playbook comes right from Michael. And I would recommend that to anybody who's looking at building a sustainable, predictable revenue stream in real estate utilizing Facebook, because everything that's in that book is what Terrell's doing right now.
And how is she leveraging Facebook? Because I'm showing her Facebook page on my screen here so you can see. And I want to show people how she's possibly using Facebook to leverage for.
Yeah, let me start from square one with her strategy. Her strategy is she felt that she needed to be part of the community and be like an advocate for the community.
Okay.
So not only does she network with prospective customers, she networks with the organic aspect of the real estate industry, insurance and mortgage and general contractors. They're all part of her network, and if you look on her website and you look on Facebook, she has vendors that I like. So she has all these people in the community. She also she goes out and interviews local businesses. So everything from, the photography studio all the way down to the tattoo parlor in Tacoma. I mean, she interviews them and she promotes their business. she promotes the local animal shelters, the food banks. So she creates, her brand is that she's part of the community and is an important part of the community.
Oh, I see that. Yeah, I can see her
Yeah.
site. You can see it here on the screen. It's showing her vision. It's showing her donations. I think Nick did a great post 3 weeks ago, Nick, on Facebook, where he had donated. Go ahead, Nick.
No, I was gonna say we donated about $1,700 to the local animal shelter. At the end of last year, we took a portion of each commission and donated it to the local animal shelter. And they gave me a free cat. No, well, they did give me we adopted a cat. They didn't charge me the adoption fee, so I bought a $1,700 cat.
That's funny.
But no, but I mean is yeah, it's great. Like I love that type of stuff where you're giving back to the community. And people always say, why do you have to post about it on Facebook? Why can't you just do it? And posting about it on Facebook doesn't mean that you're doing it to boast about it. You're bringing awareness to something you're passionate about.
Sure.
And you want other people to know, so those other people can also take action. And so that it was the reason I posted it on Facebook, because I wanted people to know. And the animal shelter actually told me it's like one of the largest donations they've ever gotten at one time. And that made me feel really good about it.
So her first step is to try to build that community. The other thing she does, and I'll explain a couple other aspects of how she utilizes virtual professionals in this whole process. The other thing she does is she does a monthly local get-together at a restaurant, a bar, a coffee house, and she calls it "I Love You a Latte." And she gets about 80 to 125 people in her network to come down, and she says it's for high fives and hugs, but there's they have wine and beer and coffee and everybody, it's a networking event. But she has turned it into a referral event as well. And she'll have local vendors and showcase, a contractor or a plumber or, a builder, or she'll bring somebody from the animal shelter down. But they have a giveaway at the event, or a door prize. And when you come in the door, you can register for the giveaway, but you can also provide the names of somebody who you think may be selling their home. Or you can say, hey, I'm thinking about selling my home. Or hey, I'm thinking about buying a home. But she averages about 30 referrals per event at a very low cost rate. So it not only is it just a fantastic networking event, but it's also resulting in her getting some very warm leads from people that know her and trust her, and it kind of build that referral network out. So, that's been fantastic for her.
Brian, I have a question in regards to that. When she is creating this event, is she also creating the event in her Facebook page and then through there?
Yeah, she is. She's doing that, and that's the beauty behind what she's doing is she uses MyOutDesk virtual professionals she's the architect of the strategy and the creative genius behind the strategy, but she uses our staff to run the whole thing for her, because otherwise it wouldn't be sustainable. She goes out with and interviews local business people, local restaurants, all sorts of people. And our staff takes that and packages it on her behalf and promotes it on Facebook and YouTube and social media. And that helps her, because otherwise it wouldn't be sustainable. All of us have these grand visions of creating blogs and doing this and doing that, and we never have enough time because we get pulled away from
yeah, that's a really good point. I think sometimes people overthink it too,
Yes.
So they can really simplify the process. Nick?
So she decides the event she wants to have.
Yes.
and then uses a VA to organize all of it.
100% of it. Right.
That's
Hey,
pretty
Brian, can I hire that VA? That way I don't have to do this.
Yeah, because
Sure. Call me when we're done, and I'll sign you up. You guys
need
did it, by the way.
Yeah.
I'll digress for a moment, guys. I run the whole business development side of the house at MyOutDesk, and sales, marketing, and our ISAs or SDRs, whatever you want to call them. And the vast majority of them are VAs, and the SDRs are fabulous. I worked at Marketo, and we had some pretty high-end SDRs or ISAs, appointment setting people, and our guys just outperform them on every metric. They're just outstanding. So, and if you would speak with Torel, she would say the same thing. We love these people. They are fantastic. The quality is so good. But what I like about the story with Torel is that she has just, she has made this thing a sustainable part of her business, so she has a predictable lead stream coming out of this referral marketing. She's at 70% now of her business is referral, and she thinks she's going to be able to get it up past 85%. So that's just that's amazing success versus going through your traditional kind of purchase leads from other sources.
Oh, well, I have a question actually. Oh, go ahead, Nick.
Can I just? Hey, I just want to share my screen for one quick second.
Do it.
Let me know when you see it.
I see it.
Yep.
That's the book, man. You want to learn how to leverage a VA. That's the book you need to read.
Yeah, no, and part of the interview that we did with Torel was she talked about how she wanted to get out of production and that she wanted a better quality of life, and that was her whole motivation. And she wanted to share her experience with her staff. So she's definitely improved her quality of life by leveraging VAs for sure. But also, she's been growing her business consistently and in a really positive way. So, hats off to her. And I talked initially about how you need to be, the audience needed to be kind of do two things. One is understand a lot of the advances in digital marketing and how they might impact how you engage, the Facebook ads and all those types of things. But this is basic blocking and tackling. This is building a referral network and leveraging it. So, you just need to be smart about the best practices too. And, as Torel utilized, her coach, Michael Mayer, is just, he's written the playbook on referral marketing, and she's executing it.
Yeah. And I think, look, the more you simplify this by using social media, for example, I'm going to show you what you're talking about here. You go to your Facebook page, which I'm showing you on the screen here, and you go to more, you click on events, and then you can create your own event right here. It's super easy. You don't have to go on a separate website and create an event. From here, you can create the event, you can choose the picture, name the event, time, location, date, description, and then from here you can start inviting all of your friends that are already on Facebook, and it simplifies it. So you don't have to go outside of this. And then people can then start coming in through here for whatever invite you have, whether it's an event like that event you called I Like You a Latte or I Love You a Latte.
I Love You a Latte, yes.
So that's a really cool name for that. You could do it through here. You can have an event for Halloween party or whatever. There's no need to go beyond here. This simplifies it. And I think using social media for your advantage, where people are on Facebook the majority of the time, is super easy.
Yeah, I agree with you. And even on the ad side, Facebook has made it so easy now to do just basic real estate listing marketing per se. It's just the whole Facebook dynamic ads for real estate is a lot of the stuff we did in Marketo that people really paid a ton of money for is Facebook's doing it, part of the Facebook ad platform now. So it's just, I'm super impressed by it.
Yeah,
really.
Brian, Nick's going to show another feature on Facebook that a lot of agents should be using. It's simple. It's probably one of the easiest things, like the events thing I just showed you, but it adds to the dimension of what you can do for free on Facebook.
Actually, can you give me about 2 seconds to set that up? I spoke too soon.
Okay, I'll talk about it while you're setting it up. So besides having these features for events on Facebook that notify people the event is getting closer, and you can tag and people can share, there are other things like Marketplace that we're about to show you that you can add to it as well. So if people are using Facebook, specifically Facebook here, you can use Instagram too, but Facebook in a way where you're just bringing in who you are as a person, you're doing your social things, and who you are in your business, people then put those things together. So this person, you said her name was Terrell, right, Brian?
That's correct, yes.
I looked at her Facebook page and I shared it here. It looks like she's getting some really nice comments on there and interaction. 135 likes, 70 likes and comments on one. That's pretty good. It shows that she's really active with the people that are seeing her things. And one thing before you post it, Nick, is some people are saying, look, well, I've got 600 friends or 1,000 friends, and for some reason, some of them never see my post. I only get like 5 likes or 7 likes. Well, here's the secret. When you go in and look at all your friends, the more you comment and like all of their things and just put a little heart, put a little comment, the more often they're going to see your posts that come out, and the more they're going to like and comment on your post. Because if you don't comment on theirs or you like them, you're not going to appear on their thread. That's just the way Facebook is. So remember, if you want more interaction on your own page, you've got to go out and put it out first.
Okay, I'm ready when you guys are.
All right, Nick, go ahead.
Okay, so we're talking about Marketplace. And by the way, I'm going to need a VA to respond to the 100 plus messages I've gotten from posting our new listing on Facebook Marketplace. Like, I can't even get to all of them. It's driving me a little bit bonkers, but it's a good problem to have. I just humble bragged a little bit. Sorry about that. I hate when that. Oh my God, so many people want to buy my listing. I don't know what to do. I need a VA for this, like no joke. So first of all, Marketplace is fantastic. Right now, it's really only effective with rentals and lower priced homes that are way below the average price range in your market. Now in New Jersey, what's great about rentals are the commission is typically 1 month. So, when I recently did a $5,000 rental, that's a nice commission. In some places, I think it's only 10% of the monthly rent, so it might not be worth it for a lot of agents to do rentals. But there's agents in my market making 6 figures just doing rentals. So I do rentals, and we have a really beautiful multifamily renovated home with 3 different units. And so I put it on Marketplace. And so check this out. Let me share my screen. Here we go. Let me know when you see it.
Hold on. There it is. I see it. All
right, cool. So I put it on Marketplace, and it doesn't. Oh yeah. So I put this on Marketplace. It's one of the 3 units that we have available. This one is $1,650 a month, and it's been viewed by 4,450 people. And so we had so much interest that I got to do an open house on Saturday from 10 a.m. to 12 because we can't keep running back and forth from the apartment to show it. So I'm just messaging everybody back who's interested to show up on Saturday. So hopefully we'll get, a decent amount popping in. But,
an open house for a rental? That's awesome, dude. I've never done an open house for a rental. That's really cool.
Yeah.
We have 3 units. So One is 1900, one is 1650, one's 1350. So we got the whole house. So it's worth doing an open house for.
That's awesome.
So, and you can put the pictures up, and the place looks really nice, and all that good stuff. And then you have a description over here. Anyway, here's the response. So all of where you see two bed, one bath, all of that is messages from people that want to see it. It's just nonstop.
Wow. How many responses have you gotten?
I think it's over 100. Dude, it doesn't stop. Look, it does not stop. It goes on for days.
And then, so look, obviously you haven't responded to all of them, right?
Well, I like sit down and like I copy and paste a sentence or two with a link to the listing on my website so people can get more info and tell them to come by on Saturday, but and then it stops for a little while and then it picks up again later. But the fact of the matter is it just nonstop. And so if I had a VA, I would definitely put them on this immediately because it's a good problem to have. It's a good problem to have. So if you're not utilizing Facebook Marketplace to put your listings on, you're missing out on a really great free opportunity to get business. And by the way, so Tristan and I were talking about this before the webinar. With rentals, it's a great place to try to convert some of these people to buyers, because with a $2,000 a month apartment in New Jersey, it's 1 month's rent, obviously 2 rent. Then it's a month and a half security. Then it's a month realtor fee. By that point, you're at like a 3.5% down payment on a house already. You know what I mean? So, so a lot of people don't realize that that's all they need for a down payment. So, in my opinion, don't say no to rentals, because a lot of times these people know that these people can buy when they don't realize they can. But my point is, utilize the free stuff that Facebook gives you to advertise yourself.
Question for you from the audience. Can you post houses for sale in Marketplace as well as rentals?
Yeah. They have a housing category.
Also, can you put other agents' listings on yours?
If you have permission from that agent, obviously you can. So I always ask agents in my office, because they know that I'm really good with Facebook. I go, does anyone mind if I market their listings on Facebook? And most of them say yes, because why not? So just ask.
Brian, you mentioned Michael Mayer earlier today. He's what was it? Torrell's?
Yes.
Torrell's coach. And there's a bonus download that you guys are giving out that shows the ultimate Facebook post. And I'm going to put a link to it right now to the people that are attending the webinar. I'll put it up to the Facebook page in a little bit. That ultimate Facebook post, I guess, shows you what he recommends you do on Facebook. Do you know a little bit about it or no?
A little bit, yeah. It's just a lot of it comes from the 7-level book that he wrote. We've got a bunch of things that we could put out there too. One of the things that we recommend, Daniel recommends it, is the sticky note challenge.
What is that?
It's really cool. And I actually went through this when I first joined MyOutDesk. But you just track yourself for a couple weeks with sticky notes about where you're spending your time. Is it revenue generating? Is it non-revenue generating? Do you like doing it? Do you not like doing it? Me, like most people, I love to network. Most salespeople love to network with other people, but I hate having to make phone calls or spending time in the CRM and updating records. And so the whole purpose of that is to really find out and assess how a VA might be able to give you more bandwidth so you can generate more revenue. So we have this Daniel put together a matrix where you take all those sticky notes after a week or two and you put them in these different areas, revenue generating versus non-revenue generating versus things you like to do, which you don't like to do. And that, in the end, kind of helps you internalize how a VA might help grow your business and give you a little more bandwidth so you can sell more.
I mean, so let me understand this, because right now I run most of my automated posts for Facebook, and because you can't really automate Instagram, you're not supposed to, according to their terms. But for Facebook, usually I automate it through Back at You Media, which is, they do a great job, by the way.
Sure.
But to add more authenticity to it, so that an actual person is going through and posting and commenting and liking other of my friends' posts, what would you recommend? How would that look if I hired somebody, VA, virtual assistant, or you guys call them virtual professionals, right?
Right.
How would that look, and what could they do for me in social media?
Well, they can help you in all facets of it. They're working on your behalf. That they're your surrogate, and I use them on social media right now, and I also use them for simple things. If I'm out in the field and I meet a new partner and potential customer, I'll write a couple notes on a business card, take a picture of it, and send it back. And they do all of my CRM work for me. They assign follow-up notes for me personally, so I don't have to spend time doing that.
So Brian, could they create a chat bot for me using Field Chat? Nick, have them create a chat. Have them create a chat bot for you for your marketplace posts.
Yeah, but it goes to but it doesn't link to your. It doesn't message your business page though. It messages your personal page. So how do you do that?
Brian, they can figure that out, right?
Yeah, we can figure that out.
All right. Well, if there's a way to do it, I'm all for it, man. It's a lot of work.
I like it.
Let's talk about that. Yeah.
All right. There's a question. Hold on. ManyChat is super easy to use. Oh, got it. Chatbot. Oh, the same thing I've been telling you, Nick. Good. We had a few comments about you using Marketplace. All right, Brian, what's up next, bud?
Well, one thing we didn't talk about, and just wanted to get your feedback on it, your insight on it, was the whole aspect of kind of retargeting in general. Facebook has some a little more advanced tools where you can build what they call as custom audiences. Let's say you have a neighborhood, or you've got some you're wanting to add to your listings, and you've got some people who are semi-warm that you think are going to, in the next 6 months, 9 months, want to move forward with a listing agent. You can create a CSV file with those people in it, push it out to Facebook as a custom audience, and make sure every time that those folks get Facebook that your ad pops up to promote you as learn more about how much your house is worth, or whatever and do you know your house is worth a whole lot more than you thought. But present an ad, give them a call to action, and keep those people warm, because they're probably your short list of next deals coming down the pipe.
Yeah, I'll take them through a little short round of that. Here you go. I'm going to show you how to do that. Can you see my screen, guys?
Yep.
Good. All right. So what you want to do on your Facebook page, wherever you are, it doesn't matter. You can even be at your main Facebook page here, like we have here. You want to go on this little drop-down section, your drop-down menu, and you want to go to Create Ads. You click on Create Ads. That's at least the easiest way to do it for me, rather than just logging in to Ads Manager. You create ads, and then you have a whole bunch of options here. Brand awareness, traffic engagement, all the lead generation, the lead ads that we talk about, conversion. I would say for now, to simplify it, let's go with traffic. so people can see it. If you wanted to create a split test for what Brian was talking about, you could, but I don't want to, just to simplify this. And I'm going to leave it as traffic right now. You click continue. Remember, we're on traffic. And here is where it asks you what you want to do. You want to name it, whatever you want to name it. What do you want? You want people to visit your website, an app, or do you want them to respond through Messenger here, right? Audience. So here's the audience. Do you want a custom audience? Right? What's your custom audience going to look like? You see here we have a list of expireds that we've uploaded in there from Follow Up Boss as well. The people are being retargeted from our database that we already have. That's exactly what Brian was talking about.
Yeah, that's awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
When I was at Marketo, that was probably the most cost-effective way to spend your ad money, your paid money, was custom audiences. They were really effective because you could just micro-target exactly who you were looking for with those custom audiences.
Yeah, and I think that's really important. I want to step backwards so I can log in with my business page, the Tristan and Associates, so people can take a look here. If I wanted to target people that already like this page, their custom audience section, I mean, that's awesome. The lookalike audience, I think, is really good too. People who like, if I was targeting people who already like lab coat agents, right, then I do that. Or like you said, upload a certain amount of leads that you already have, people that have visited your website. You can easily do that there. And here's where it asks what you want to do. So how do you want to create the audience?
Also relating to retargeting, the aspect of pixels and with JavaScript at key points on your website too would be something that would be something we could discuss or share with the audience.
All right, so let's say I want to create a custom audience, and let's say I want to add a pixel to it. Because a lot of agents don't have the time to do this consistently.
Right.
Does a virtual assistant do this for me too?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
So I wouldn't have to learn how to do all this. I could just be like, hey, please help me with this. Right? Ideally?
Yeah, no, they can help you with that. And that's one of the things I like about Facebook. I mentioned is that the ease and the breadth of the ad platform in terms of being able to target and get really good leverage off your ad spend with Facebook. It's just outstanding.
Got it. I love it. So that's it. So how can people use Facebook and leverage it better? What are you noticing that are some of the things that agents aren't doing that they can do better?
Well, that's a good question. I really, as I said, I really believe in what Terrell is doing in terms of referral marketing strategy. I think it makes perfect sense for real estate professionals in kind of building your brand, and because it is so time intensive. That's why we think a best practice is to utilize virtual professionals to help you kind of deliver that strategy on Facebook and have the sales and real estate professionals do what they're good at, and have the VAs be the people behind the scenes to make that a sustainable process.
All right.
So that was one of our recommendations, definitely.
Perfect. All right, let's we've got a few minutes. Anything you want to add, Nick, at the end here?
No, I just think that, listen, Tristan and I talk about Facebook all the time. We have a lot of different webinars on Facebook. We talk about different ways to target, different ways to use their free tools. But now, with this new algorithm coming out with Facebook putting more of more of your friends in front of you, as opposed to, viral or news organization content, just be aware of what you're posting. If you're talking about real estate, make sure it's relevant, make sure your friends want to hear about it. And like I said, use marketplace, learn how to target the right people, know your audience. And when you need to, like I do right now, create a chatbot or get a VA to answer people's questions about my listing because I'm like banging my head into a wall. That's my closing statement.
All right, I like that. I think what I want to add is once you have a system in place, like Terrell does, Brian, Nick, once you have that system in place and it's working well, or what you're missing, right? Like, oh, you know what? I don't want to take the time to create a custom audience every time, and then to have a pixel and do all the things that I just don't understand. But you have an outline. I think that's when you can bring in somebody and just have them do this consistently so that it starts working on its own. I think that's the secret.
Yeah, I think you're right. And that's what my closing statement would be too, is really virtual professionals can help you. It truly is becoming a best practice to grow your business. And what Terrell says is she outsources anything that she can now because she knows it's going to help her grow her business. I would also throw this out that we do, we do a 7-figure consultation, and it's just an hour-long session that is really a kind of a gap fit to see if virtual professionals would be right for your business. And we deliver those, our team delivers those through a Ring Central meeting. But we've been so successful with those consultations, and since January 1st, I think we've broken all of our records on the number of people signing up for those. But as a testimonial to the value that it would provide you in terms of determining whether virtual professionals are right or wrong for your business, about 50% of the people who go through the consultation end up contracting with us for virtual professionals. So it's pretty compelling. At a minimum, you'll learn a little bit about what you might do to be able to grow your business. So I would, super easy to be able to sign up for one. It's on our homepage, MyOutDesk.com you can, and there's probably something in the chat window that gets you there too. But I would definitely recommend that as a next step for anyone in the audience who wants to take a look at virtual professionals.
I agree, man. One question that I wanted to answer because it was a good question. Here, somebody said, so when we upload the CSV file, what are we doing that for? Are they coming through to re-sign up again? And where are we getting their information? So for us, there's 2 places. We already have a lot of their information from our database. That's why we're retargeting them. And we're trying to retarget them to bring them back into our branding so they can see who we are, just continual rebranding.
Another important thing, Tristan, is you're able to capture anonymous users that come to your website, and Facebook can actually match anonymous users, people who didn't raise their hand or provide information. You can push that up into Facebook, and it will try to do an intelligent match for you on people that you really don't even know who they are. And if somebody might be looking for a listing agent and come to your site and kind of check you out, you can push that up as well and retarget people, because 90% of the people that could come to your site are going to be anonymous anyway. So that's another mechanism that retargeting can help you with custom audiences.
All right, one question that we had is, let's say you don't have the information in your database. Where are you getting it from? We use Cole Realty Resource. So Cole Realty gives us people's cell phones, their phone numbers, and their email addresses. Not everyone's cell phone, but mostly, about 60% of them. And so what we do is we upload those into our system for, say, an area that we want to target because we're having an open house there. And then that's the way Facebook retargets. It uses their cell phones, and then it targets them on Facebook, and your ads show up. So if you're having an open house, it'll say, hey, look, this person's having an open house. And if you're having a continual open house, they'll continually see you there and it's part of the whole retargeting thing. As long as you add that pixel there, people will be pixeled, and they'll keep on seeing you there. Brian, Nick, anything else you want to add?
No, all clear on my side.
All right. Thank you so much, Brian. Appreciate it. He's with MyOutDesk. If you have any questions about a virtual professional, we put in a link there. If not, is there a number for them to call, or they just visit myoutdesk.com?
MyOutDesk.com is good.
All right. Thank you so much, Brian. Appreciate it, buddy. Thanks, Nick.
All right, man.